94 overall, Reggie Jackson is also on the squad. You get him for completing Conquest in its entirety, and then you have to do the American League challenges and National League challenges. For the American League, you get Curtis Granderson, and then once you do all those challenges, you get him, and then National League, you get the flashback Matt Holliday. So once you do those, all the missions for Conquest, you get your hands on this 94 overall Reggie Jackson, 95 power. That is beast. 74 fielding isn't that good. 74 speed is all right, actually, man. As somebody with 95 power, 74 speed is not too bad. I'm pretty sure in MLB 16, both of Reggie Jackson's cards didn't have good speed at all. So that's all right. Like, yes, his fielding is mediocre at best, but 74 speed, he's going to be able to catch up to a lot of those balls in the gap that he wouldn't have been able to catch up to in MLB 16. So kicking it off, Reggie Jackson. I'm not wasting any time trying to get something on the board with Reggie Jackson. I was power swinging like an animal. And yeah, that was pretty much the case. I just wanted to send one deep, but unfortunately, I was sitting on a high fastball, and I go down looking right there. So ugly first at bat for Jackson, but he is going to be making some noise later in this game, 100%. Reds Griffey. I have to use him. I have to use Reds Griffey. This is not even the reason why, because he's getting base hits, getting multiple base hits a game. I need to use him because I'm trying to get the 92 Ken Griffey Jr., and you need 10 home runs and 22 RBIs in a span of 30 games to get your hands on the 92 Griffey. And somebody explained this to me too. So when they give you a mission like that, they give you a mission when you have to complete something in a certain amount of games in ranked seasons or Battle Royale. What the hell happens when people are leaving games? So I'm guessing those count, right? Because I think I played 2 games so far with this Reds Griffey, and people left. So those games probably counted, right? So I mean that kind of sucks. But this is how you look at it too. Like you think about it like that. When somebody leaves, and that's like the biggest bullshit ever. But what happens if you hit like 2 home runs and get a couple RBIs in the game and somebody leaves? Obviously you want your shit to count. So either way, it's kind of bullshit when you think about it. So I'm just guessing that it does count when people leave games if you're using certain players. So that is kind of bullshit, but still, I mean, I guess you're just risking it. When you use players, you just gotta risk it and hope nobody leaves games. But man, there's always going to be those people who are leaving games, so I'm absolutely terrified to even stick Griffey in my lineup because people are leaving games. Yeah, I think 2 games so far people have left, so those were 2 wasted games. And obviously you can like replay the mission and stuff, but still, what happens? What the hell would happen? Think about this. What the hell would happen if you were down to your last game and you hit what happens if you're down to your last game and Griffey had an opportunity to hit a home run and just get the final RBIs you need, somebody left, and then your shit counted and you didn't even have the opportunity to hit with Griffey. So that would, yeah, like if you had the bases loaded and the guy left as soon as Griffey came to the plate and that shit didn't count, oh my, I'd throw the controller through my TV. I'd be pissed, man. That would stink. So, I don't know, I'm just going to try and pray pretty much that everybody's going to be a normal human being and not leave games. But, I mean, 2 games so far, people have left when I've only been winning by 2 runs or so that's ridiculous. Either way, this game was kind of lengthy, so get everything you need. Go get the Coke, go get Coca-Cola. Go get the Coca-Cola, I meant to say. Everyone out there getting excited, go get the Coca-Cola. Go get the popcorn, go get everything you need because this game was a lengthy one. It was also crazy. So Catfish Hunter was on the mound again. This guy is just, he's taking the hill every single game pretty much, and that it's kind of pissing me off because, yes, he is a diamond, but he doesn't have the best, I don't know, he doesn't throw heat. His fastball is only around, he'll probably max out if he's lucky at 92. So if you're somebody who's just sitting on heaters, or if you're just somebody who's, amazing at the game, you're just going to destroy this Catfish Hunter. But still, this guy wasn't able to get any runs early in this game. I was able to string together a couple base hits in the first inning. Couldn't get a rally going, though. So Griffey, man, like Griffey's hitting stats versus lefties are not even good. Doesn't even matter. He is still getting it done at the plate against lefties. That is a couple hits so far against lefties for this Griffey so far. And I knew what this guy was doing. This guy was putting a lefty in because I had a bunch of lefties in my lineup. So for Fred McGriff, I put Eric Karros in. I've been trying to get Eric Karros back in the lineup too. So he rips a double to right field. So now I am threatening with 2 guys on, and I don't even think there's anyone out yet. So this is very good for myself. Luke Roy, Mr. Liability behind the plate, can finally do something for the squad and, you know, not be a useless son of a bitch. Because he has been the worst catcher I've ever used in any MLB The Show game ever. That is no joke. Yes, it's only been a short little... It's only been around a week. But actually, it's only been a couple days since I've used this Lucroy. But still, man, this guy... I've heard some people say, too, that it just seems like it's more impossible. Like, it seems like this year, it's crazy how, you know, they're not... Catchers can't block shit. Yeah, like everyone else is noticing that too, apparently. So maybe it's not just Lucroy, I have no idea, but Lucroy is able to put something in play right there and cash in that run from third base. So thank God he's at least doing something at the plate, man, because if he was, you know, doing shit all at the plate, he would be sitting on his bench. I'd probably quick sell his ass because, yeah, man, I just can't deal with what he's been doing behind the plate so far. So, Moustakas, his inside edge is down. Like, his contact and power versus lefties is... negative 12, I'm pretty sure, at the moment. Still, lefty on lefty damage right there. Gets the base hit up the middle, and I'm trying to score that run. I don't even know who this guy had in center field, but he had a gun, that's for sure. So I get thrown out trying to make it into home right there, but I still got the 1-0 lead early in this one. And this guy had Ryan Braun. I am terrified to death to pitch to Ryan Braun, no matter what Ryan Braun it is, or what Ryan Braun it was, I guess I should say, because in MLB 16 he was... just one of those guys who raked at the plate. I knew it too. I was saying. I was like, I was sitting there saying the whole time, Ryan Braun is going to hit a home run right here. Doesn't even matter what it is. Could have been a fastball anywhere inside, outside, down and in, up and in. It would have been a home run regardless. That was a slider. I kind of hung over the middle of the plate, and Ryan Braun goes deep, and then next batter comes to the plate, gets a double off the wall too. So this guy is getting a little bit of a rally going, so the bullpen is active. More than active. There's no chance I'm going to let this guy get a rally going. He's able to put something in play. I possibly could have thrown that guy out at home. Who knows? With all these new animations and stuff, it could have taken forever to try and get the throw off. But still, Steven Drew is up. He's looking to do something else.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
What the fuck, Herrera? I thought this guy was supposed to be striking people out every 2 seconds. This guy is giving up base hits like an animal. This guy has not pitched well since I picked him up. And that's a surprise. Because, actually, that's not true. He has pitched well, but some games, he's just one of those pitchers who doesn't pitch in between. He'll either go out there and strike every single person out, or he'll just go out and do this. Be giving up home runs every 2 seconds, and it's like this guy wasn't even sitting on the heat. Change up right there, he sends one deep, so screw it. I'm leaving him in. Let's play how many hits can this guy get in a row. That seems to be the case. Is it just me, or does it seem like home runs are skyrocketing in MLB 17? It seems like there's like 50 home runs a game for each side. It's insane how many home runs there's been in all my games so far. So he gets another one. And then next inning, he's ripping a double down the line. So he's getting something going in the bottom of the fifth now. And he's got the 5-1 lead already. So John Axford is in. Both of our bullpens were very active early in this game. I mean, this guy was just trying to take away my lefties, I'm sure. But I didn't want to respond back and put all my righties in because obviously he was just trying to get me to do that probably. And then, you know, later in the game he would stick a righty in. And then I wouldn't really be screwed, but, you know, it wouldn't be a favorable matchup for my sake. So Reggie Jackson, not able to do something in his second at-bat, I think that was. So that's a ground out to shortstop. So Griffey is up again. Or that was his third at-bat, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was. So Griffey is 2 for 2 with 2 singles. And lefty-on-lefty matchup again. I'm not worried with Griffey. He's sending one right to third base, trying to make the diving play. He's able to knock it down, but he doesn't get Griffey. So that's his third base hit of this game. Griffey, again, with the multiple hit game. That's his crazy, dude, what Griffey is doing. Eric Karros able to connect with one. You would think. I thought this was leaving. I thought this was leaving the yard 100%. Going to the warning track. So, yeah, is this going to be one of those games where everything this guy hits leaves the yard and then everything I hit is to the warning track? So, Lucroy is a piece of shit. Just flies out to center field right there. Just flies out to center field right there to end that inning. So, I mean, damn. Lucroy is getting me heated, man. That's all I'm saying. Lucroy is pissing me off. If nobody can tell so far, like every single video I've made so far, I had a big rant about Lucroy. This guy is making me so heated so far, but what a surprise. Freddie Freeman is off the bench. He is 3 for 3 off the bench since he's been on the squad. Ever since he's been on the squad, 3 for 3 off the bench. So I may have to leave him in the, or I have to put him in the lineup because I was saying in the previous video, Freddie Freeman may need some playing time after what he's been doing. He had a very clutch home run in the previous game. He's getting the rally started in this inning. He gets the double right there to the opposite field, and then Curtis Granderson is able to get the infield single. So we're getting something brewing. Let's start the comeback. Reggie, this is your time to shine, buddy. This is Reggie Jackson's time to shine. If anything's going to happen, it's going to be with Reggie. This needs to happen. Power swinging all the way again. It needed to be done. I needed a home run right here. I wasn't taking the base hit. I needed the home run to bring this game within one. We're only in the middle innings too, so there's still plenty of time. Even if I didn't get a home run, just cash in a couple runs, I could kind of claw my way back a little bit. Neshek is in for this guy. So this is what I was hoping he would do, bring in the righties again. I'm not chasing that BS in the dirt. This guy was trying to get me to roll over on something, obviously turn 2. I know what he was doing, trying to feed me some stuff down in the strike zone. So you know when I'm not chasing that stuff in the dirt, he's going to give me something that I could possibly take care of.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Braun looking up, and this one is gone. A home run.
Reggie Jackson is a legendary human being. That is exactly what needed to happen in that situation. Griffey's getting the shit end of the stick right there. Should have been a single up the gut. So now Karros is up. This guy was feeding me sliders down and away. So okay, Johnny Slider down and away. Give me another one.
Does he come back with? Meanwhile now, this is a drive out the straightaway right field, and it's going to get out of here. A home run. 2-2.
Comeback kids are back. Down 5-1 in this game. I claw my way back, and it is now a tie game. And the Longoria is in for Moustakas. I mean, I had to put Longoria in earlier because, he was putting a lot of lefties in, so Longoria gets his first base hit for the squad. That was his first at-bat for the squad, too. And then Kipnis is getting a single, too. So just a base hit can possibly get the go-ahead run in. This would be crazy, man. Alcides Escobar needs to come up with a clutch hit right here. This would be legendary if he was able to. Oh, my God, man. I was waiting for the fastball in slide. I was waiting for the fastball in slide. Inside, I was waiting for the fastball, but that was way too inside, so that was just a jam shot. And then, unfortunately, Ryan Braun is leading off for this guy. That was ugly. That was, my heart almost dropped when that happened. It dropped even more. The next pitch. Ryan Braun might be a glitch in this game, too. Does it seem like every single time Ryan Braun steps to the plate, he's hitting a home run? So this guy is taking the lead again. I mean, good Lord, man. I'd come back from 4 runs in 1 inning, and then this guy goes ahead with another solo shot. So this is getting crazy. This is getting a little bit insane. Brian Dozier is in, too. First at-bat for the squad for Dozier. He's getting a single to left field, too, or left center. So Dozier gets the single to begin this inning. Another rally needs to be started. So Reggie Jackson is up yet again. And check swing right there with 2. That was a full count, I'm pretty sure. Jackson holds up, so he's taking the walk. So all right debut so far for Jackson. This is exactly who I want at the plate in a situation like this. Griffey can do something big. I need those RBIs. I need the home runs for the mission. Connecting with one right there, but that's a line drive right at the center fielder. So I'm able to advance. I'm pretty sure there's 2 down now. So Eric Karros needs to come up with a very clutch base hit. But this guy is throwing one by the catcher. Dude, I'd be on the floor if my opponent tied the game for some shit like that. But next pitch, I'm going down swinging. So this is getting very, very interesting late in this game. I mean, it was terrifying. It was just terrifying to throw any pitch to this guy because it seemed like every single pitch this guy was able to connect with, it was leaving the yard by a million feet. So yeah, man, I didn't even really know what the hell to do because it was just one of those games when every single thing this guy was making contact with was leaving the yard. So this guy was running out of relievers too, which was a very good thing because if this guy didn't have any relievers left, then his final reliever he would be using would be gassed, and then it would pretty much be a home run derby from there because everyone's PCI would be enormous. It'd be as big as the strike zone. So Kipnis gets a base hit right there. There is 2 down. So, I mean, Alcides Escobar doesn't have that power. I'm just trying to get something in the gap pretty much with Escobar, and then, you know, I'm able to make a pretty solid swing on that one, but that's a line drive right at the third baseman. So now we are going into the bottom of the 13th inning because nothing really happened in the 11th or 12th. So Ryan Braun is up again, gets the base hit up the guts. Good Lord. This guy is definitely a glitch in this game from what I'm seeing, making contact with everything. So this guy can walk it off. Slider down and away, trying to get this guy chasing something. Soria is in right now too, and really all I needed to do was just not miss my location. I just need to give this guy some good pitches, try and get this guy to roll over on something. But I make the biggest mistake you can make.
A drive to left. Get out of here. Get out of here. Gone. They win it. Santa Maria.
Well, that's all she wrote for this one. You cannot get away with hanging sliders over the middle of the plate. What a surprise. Ryan Braun gets player of the game. The guy was destroying me all game long. But be on the lookout for another video too, because there's going to be another one posted. This was an amazing game, by the way, so that was the best game I played in MLB in a long time. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed. I will see everybody in the next video.